action. So we're going to be looking at the third rescue skill. This you would use when you have a climber who refuses to come down or who cannot come down. You need to go up and get them. This would be slabby or ledgy terrain with a kid who does not want to let go. Potentially clipped into a quick draw, cannot remove from that quick draw, hanging in space. But usually gravity solves most scenarios, so you're not going to have to use this one that frequently. It's very similar to the process you'd use for setting. We're assuming right now with this picture that I have done a weighted takeover. I have my gree-gree on, I have a stopper knot below the gree-gree, and I still have my climb heist attached. So I'm going to transfer the load fully from the climb heist to the gree-gree at that little hop. We're going to free up the climb heist. And ultimately, I'm going to need to ascend the wall. There are two ways to ascend. Depending on the terrain you're in, if you're in really slabby terrain, you might be able to just use your hands and your feet. So key components here are consistent backup knots. I'm going to work towards the wall, not really disturb the climber. But I might be able to ascend using just my feet, and maybe come on over here, Elena, for a second, using just my feet and my hands. So, again, if there's footholds, I can push up off those footholds. It's kind of hard, but in theory it works. It works much, much better on low-angle terrain, but this would be one technique. The other technique is building a foot sling. In general, that's going to be a double shoulder-length sling connected to a locking beaner, coming to a single shoulder-length sling. I'm going to choose to put that on my left foot. My left hand is going to be pushing that up, just like I'm route setting. Push that up as high as I can. Stand on my foot right below my butt. That's going to be most efficient with my foot below my butt as opposed to out here. And as I stand into that, I'm going to take out slack with the gree-gree. So push, foot below my butt, take out slack with the gree-gree. If it's a really long wall, climber's really high, I want to put a backup knot here. I'm almost at him, so I'm going to forego a backup knot until I'm right here. Tie that overhand on a bite. And not a hands-free device, but I can remove my hands temporarily now. I'm going to need to take the climb heist off. I'm going to take this climb heist connected to my belay loop. Well, it's now a double shoulder-length sling. Connected to my belay loop. To the climber's belay loop. Adam doesn't want to. Oh, he's not doing it. He's an angry teenager. So I'm just going to clip this to his harness belay loop. I got it. I have a backup knot here. I'm going to remove that backup knot. We're going to trick the system, and eventually he will be pulled off. We will lower as one unit. If there's any other backup knots, stop and remove, maintaining that brake hand. Lower yourself to the ground, nicely lower angry adolescent to the ground. Again, that was the Ascension and pickoff coming out of the weighted belay takeover. We'd use it when we had a climber who is refusing or cannot come to the ground by gravity.
We did that.